Kate Gelabert, and I'm the choreographer for Cabaret.
Fräulein Grete, wenn ich mit Ihnen tanz. Oh, Fräulein Grete, gehör ich.
It really depends on the show and the director. In Cabaret, for instance, this is my 4th Cabaret that I've done. Tom's vision of Cabaret is different, and I mean it's a different take on it. He did a lot of research last year in Berlin, and he did a lot of research into the cabarets and that period of time and the acts and the shows that were going on. So his is a little bit different. Plus there's a lot more information now than there was even 14 years ago when I was doing research. More documentaries have come out that go into a much more edgier side. So in this particular thing, I used my old research as well as some of the new stuff that Tom gave us to look at what he wants, his concept, what he wants to see happen, the take that he's got on it. Is it, you know, this person's show or this person's show, what he kind of wants to do for the whole thing. I love using 3/4 space. It's so much fun, and certain aspects of the pieces change, but like maybe the overall hook. Maybe like I know in Don't Tell Mama I wanted the girls to have these oversized lollipops. I knew I kind of wanted to do that. My hair, I knew I wanted to have the boys, the Kit Kat boys, and I knew I wanted not. That's pretty much mine. That was my take, and I really wanted to play with that and make it different than I had done last time. The hard number that we had was the money number, because I had never done that with the Kit Kat boys. It had always been with the girls and the MC. So that was one that I had to rethink completely to figure out what kind of story are we trying to tell here, what do we want to comment on in terms of what just happened. And so it's just rethinking, restructuring. You know, you've got a bunch of elements there already, so it's just how you're going to retell the story or work it to the dancers that you have. We have the individual Kit Kat girls and boys that by name, and there's comments about them, so how can I work that into their introductions and their choreography and that kind of thing. I always come in, always, with it written down, but it doesn't mean that that's what it's going to end up being. Many times the dancers will come up with something that I like far better, or the director will say, you know, if at this moment we could do something here to make this cleaner or clearer. So it's just flexibility. It's been a while since we've been in the lab with a musical. In fact, there's been a whole generation of kids who have graduated from the music theater program that have not worked in the lab. I think the last show that Tom and I did in there, or that was done, a musical, was Rocky Horror Show. So I think being in that intimate setting is going to be really nice, especially for Cabaret, to get the feel that you're right there in the club. It's one of those shows that I think it tricks you. It rides along, it takes you along on this ride that you think, oh, this is really funny, this is this, that, and the other, and then it just kind of grabs your heart and makes you think.